Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are back with episode 6 of Yandere Dark Elf. She chased me all the way from another world. So we're back on the manga. This time we got some baby taken care of. We cover chapter 8, we cover the full chapter of 8 in terms of the manga, but we do get a lot of nice bonus scenes for this episode. They make an entire episode about it. Now, before I begin, there are a couple of things that need to kind of be mentioned. I wish this episode had come in number 5 and then they flip-flop. I'll explain a little bit later, but I feel like what's coming in the next chapter, and then what kind of happens at the end of chapter 8 in terms of the manga, it felt like they should have flip-flopped it a little bit, flip-flopped the episodes, and made it it would have flowed a little bit better. Not the biggest concern, but it was like I would have liked it a little bit better. But let's discuss this. So, first off, our little Mirabelle, she's dreaming. She's a dream about a kid, and it's between her and Hinata. The kid, I kind of wish had a little bit of darker complexion. It just looked like a baby version of Hinata. Nothing too bad, but I don't know. If you got dark elf genes, they're probably going to be kind of a bit prominent. You'd think there'd be a little bit dark skin to it, but okay, whatever. It's got the orange hair. Anyway, she wakes up and she sees that Sakura, Moch, hold on. Yeah, Sakura, yes, I am. No. Sakura and Hinata have a kid in their hand. She's basically going to explode off. But they, calm her down, say, this is my aunt's kid. A little bit different from the manga, at least. I'm not 100% sure, but the child is a she in the anime, and then a he in the manga, at least from the fans' translation of it. So, and I would think it'd be more of a he given what happens later. I'm not experienced with taking care of babies, but we'll discuss it anyway. So they got tasked with the baby, and Mirabelle understands this kid. She knows what the kid wants. At first, the kid is crying. She's hungry, so she teases on Mirabelle's boobies. Hinata, while she's while the baby is sucking the boob, she's like, kind of likes that. And Sakura goes to make the milk, and when she sees them, kind of like looking over back behind, like she was very jealous. She calls him a pervert, but she's like, she wishes like, oh, if my boobs were just as big or something when they get a little bigger, he'll want to look at hers. And listen, Sakura shouldn't have to worry. She's got fine boobies, and we'll discuss a little bit later. But there is a scene I overlooked, and when I was reviewing the footage, I missed something nice. Anyway, so she kind of gets jealous, but she gives the milk, and from here, like it would be, you would kind of, like where it expands in the manga, they decide to go out and about the town. Take the baby out. Hinata and there's this one person that assumes that Hinata and Sakura had the child, but no, it's not the case. Mirabelle gets very jealous, and they go in the park. The baby needs to has wet herself after meeting the shop owner. So, and at this scene, this is where I was a little bit confused, because they get Mirabelle and Sakura get peed on. I'm like, wouldn't that be more the case with the male rather than female? Maybe there was a translation error or something. I mean, she was in a pink outfit, so it would be female. And she did kind of look a little bit feminine. So I'm like, maybe they'll rechange it. But regardless of that, they get a little dirty. And when they get back to the house, we get some nice spicy scenes of Mirabelle and Sakura. Sakura, we see her nice booty. I had overs. Apparently, my brain just glazed over that, and then when I was reviewing the footage, I saw, I'm like, Vanilla Girl has got some fine assets, that's for sure. She's she's got nothing to worry about, man. I want Hinata to have both chocolate and vanilla, if you catch my drift. But yeah, she's got a nice butt, and Mirabelle gives Sakura a compliment, like, you make such a good mother. And it's like, no, it's like, oh, thank you for the compliment. It's like, but you'll also be a good one. Because Mirabelle has this natural instinct, whereas Sakura doesn't. It's like, so even though she doesn't know, even though she doesn't know how to change diapers or anything, she knows what her baby needs, and you know how to can pick up the slack when it happens. But yeah, so bath time, we get a little bit of fun. Bring a little bit of fun. They have some goofy games. They feed her again. It's a nice day, and they managed to get her down for the evening. And that's when she needs to kind of go to sleep, Mirabelle kind of sings her a song, and she relaxes, and that's when Sakura's like, "You're gonna be a good mother. Like, don't worry about it." Anyway, she goes off to leave, and Mirabelle starts putting the moves on Hinata. Is like, I saw the way you're looking at me. I do actually want to. Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on, that's not what. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to have Yuki in the system. It was this scene. Anyway, so when they're about to make some love, Mirabelle is putting her moves on, showing her boobs and everything. This scene was really very nicely. The lighting, the nice purple, the red from her eyes. Really beautiful moment. Like 10 out of 10 animation in terms of the coloring and everything. I'm like, I absolutely adore it. And it's here that Hinata, I think, really does like Mirabelle, but she is being way too forceful. She's got to slow down, woman. Like, Hinata is gonna be yours. You got to give it time. You're the friendship stage. She's just pushing a little bit too hard, but yeah, because we've seen like she like, I saw how much you love my boobs, and like, so he is definitely curious, but he's not ready to make the full commitment. They're at the friend stage. She's got to calm the fuck down. So yeah, they're getting really into it, and then Sakura says, the would be the little pacifier. She's missing the pacifier. I'm like, I'm sorry to walk in on this. Now there is a bit of a difference in that Sakura does leave, and that Cecile and Mia actually make an appearance. So this is a little bit of difference in the manga. They come in, and that's a bit of the change. And in this manga, they showed like they're job hunting, so that's what made me think. Made me think that they should have had this episode in the previous one. Maybe even have this portion like be more true to the manga a little bit, and they kind of did walk in on it. A little bit more interaction. But yeah, I'm small agreements, nothing too bad, and also I think would flow a little bit better with the with chapter 9, because chapter 9 seems like it's been going on for a while. So I would have liked to have it changed up. I mean, both episodes were really good. So I mean, the quality is good, but I wish it was just flip flopped. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time for episode 7. I'm still enjoying it. The animation has been on point. We've gotten delicious fan service. Sakura is still my favorite girl. I mean, she is still peak hotness. I mean, Mirabelle's lovely, but listen, vanilla ice cream is really good, and it's really hard to overbeat it. You got to be really special in the chocolate department. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, have a wonderful day.